You notice I'm being soft on his face. I'll point as I need to, and then I'll give him slack, point, slack. I want to make sure he's not leaning on my hands. Whoa. There we go. Actually, he stopped on just the word there. That's what we're building towards. There's actually a step in between that I didn't need to show you. I'll show you in a second just so you'll have it for your knowledge. Hello, welcome to Tim Anderson Horse Training. I'm working Ringo today. Ringo has a problem with stopping real heavy on his front end. Kind of jars your teeth, jars your back. So I'm going to show you what I do to fix that problem where they're not stopping on the front end. This is also going to help your stop in general, or if you have a young horse that you're teaching to stop, it'll help you teach a young horse to stop. And this way he's going to start stopping more correct. He's going to stop on his back end. The direction we're going with him is to ranch riding. So we need transitions. We need downward transitions with the back end engaged. This is going to help all of that. And anytime, this is going to help all of your downward transitions. So let's go over here to the fence. I'll show you a little bit about what he's doing, and then I'll show you what I'm doing to work on it. So what he's doing, he's stopping on his front end. Right there, he's kind of heavy on his front end and the back end wasn't engaged. So what I need to do is I need to get him started stopping better using his back end, staying a little softer on his front end. So what I'm going to do after we get stopped, I'm going to change directions, and then we're going to trot back off. I want to get his mind thinking that something is going to happen after the stop. I want to get his mind thinking that something is going to happen after the stop that he's going to need to keep his front end, engaged for. You notice when I'm steering, I'm not pulling him to stop. I'm actually not even asking him to stop. We're just kind of turning to the fence. I'll say the word, give him a chance to stop, and then we're going to go the other way. Whoa. And then go the other way. I'll do one more, and then we're going to test and see what we got. Trot another circle. You notice I'm being soft on his face. I'll point as I need to, and then I'll give him slack, point, slack. I want to make sure he's not leaning on my hands. Whoa. There we go. Actually, he stopped on just the word there. That's what we're building towards. There's actually a step in between that I didn't need to show you. I'll show you in a second just so you'll have it for your knowledge. Good boy. I'm going to sit here and reward him because he stopped on the word. Kept his front end loose, engaged in the back end. This is why I never do any exercises with my horse that involve disengaging the back end. Everything that I do with the horse, I want the back end engaged. I want the front end up and elevated. That's just what works with my training. I know other training programs do it. It's one of those things, you do what works for you. If it works for you, do it. It just don't work for me. Whoa. Good boy. The act of stopping is a forward movement. You are moving forward until you become stopped. So from the time I first say whoa and push my feet forward, the act of stopping begins. The act of stopping continues until I become stopped. It's not an immediate process. The act of stopping is not an immediate happening. It does not happen immediately. So keep in mind that the act of stopping is forward. If I say the word and he takes 2 steps, that's just the 2 steps that it takes for him to become stopped. That's really important to understand. Where people get into trouble and they create this problem of a horse stopping on its front end is they say the word and they expect to immediately become stopped. It doesn't happen that way. That's like if you're running and then you decide to stop, you're not immediately still. It takes you a few seconds to become still. It's the same way with the horse. So the act of stopping is a forward movement. It's when you confuse that you interfere with the act of stopping and the horse starts stopping heavy on his front end. So the step that we didn't have to do a minute ago, I'll show you. We didn't have to do it because he stopped when I said the word. I'll show you that step. I'll make one more circle. And what I'm going to do is let's make a circle this way. I think you'll be able to see a little better. What I will do is I'll say the word. If he doesn't stop on the word, I'll make contact with just the rein on the side of the fence. But I'm not going to turn, I'm just going to make contact. Whoa. And I just made contact. That's the step in between. If I say the word and nothing happens, I'm going to pull his head and go back the other way. Until I get the back end coming down. When I get the back end coming down, then I'm starting to get his brain thinking in the right direction. Then I'll help him a little bit with making contact just on the side of his face, on the side of the fence. If he gets still, he gets stopped, I'll reward that. Let's go back and let's do that from a trot. Whoa, and a little bit on that rein. That was a very nice, that felt like a very nice stop for him. I like what his back end did. I like what his front end did. The next thing we have to do is we have to kind of pull that out away from the fence, because we're not always going to be stopping by the fence. We're going to be stopping anyway in any place in the arena. So we need to get that same thing where it'll work any place in the arena, not just by the fence. All right, so I'm going to ask him to stop away from the fence this time. I'm going to say the word. I'll count 1 Mississippi in my head. And then I'll pick up on just the rein that would be the side of the fence. That would be the outside rein. So when I'm over in front of you, that's going to be the left rein. Whoa, left rein. Then I'll reward him for it. So what we'll do is we'll trot all over the arena. I'll test it in different places. If I lose the stop, I'll just go back to the fence. I'll reinforce it back by the fence, and then I'll go back to the middle, and I'll test it again. I want to get it so that I can stop him just like that, any place in the arena, at a trot and at a lope. One of the other things that I've been doing with this horse, besides the stop, is I've been asking for some collection and roundness. That's also going to help get his front end up. Work that just a little bit. That's going to help my stops also. All I'm doing here is making contact with his face, giving him a little tap with my spurs. When he gets soft, I'll soften both my legs and his face. There we go. Okay, let's get back soft again. I want to work this stopping exercise from a loose rein. Whoa, I really like that. He immediately came to a stop. I don't even have a fence very close to me. I'm going to reward that. I'll pedal him, I'll let him stand. Now you notice right there, I didn't walk straight off. We changed directions and then walked off. Same mental concept. I want to keep his mind in the same frame out here that I had right here in the corner. I want his mind to think we're doing the same thing, we're just further away from the fence. Let's go back to a trot. Nope, we're gonna trot. Again, I'm riding him on a loose rein. I don't want to be in his mouth when I say the word, because if I'm in his mouth, that's gonna have him leaning on the bit, and that's gonna actually undo my training. That's how you actually, one of the ways that you start when you create this problem. Now another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quit talking for a few seconds before I say the word, Because right now I'm talking and he's kind of tuning me out just a little bit. When I stop talking, he'll start listening to me again. He'll start listening for the word. So I'll come across and then I'll ask. Whoa. So if you want to see some of the other videos that I've done, working different specific training maneuvers, watch this video up here. I did another video of him recently. I'll put that video up here. You can watch it. Thank you for watching.